Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim. I just saw a interesting movie called Founders Day. This is a 2023 film, January 19th, 2023. That can't be right. I don't know. Uh, there is this small town shaken by a series of ominous killings in the days leading up to a heated mayoral election. Directed by ERIK Bloomquist, written by ERIK Bloomquist and Carson Bloomquist. And I was drawn to this movie because of ERIK Bloomquist, because I did a review a while ago for a movie called She Came from the Woods, which was a horror comedy about 80s summer camp movie. And I loved that movie. And so ERIK Bloomquist kind of was on my radar that I saw his name. So Founders Day is also listed as a horror comedy mystery. I don't know that it's like comedy in the same vein as She Came from the Woods. There's comedy moments. Founders Day, this movie to me seemed very much like a mashup of Scream, Thanksgiving, It's a Wonderful Knife, Breakfast Club, believe it or not. And it's just got like the comedy part is like dark comedy, black comedy, political satire because it's the election sequences that are going on, and then the whole costumed killer is who is it? Who are they? Are there more than one? Like there's a lot of tropey stuff going on, but it leans into that. I think it embraces that. The cast is just kind of like okay. Everybody is doing their jobs. The film has a lot of actors and actresses that carry over from She Came from the Woods, and that's common. Like ERIK Bloomquist probably has this short list of people that he really enjoys working with, and when he does projects, he's going to invite them in. Um, so I'm gonna read off my extensive list of tropey, cliche teen slasher movie things that I picked up on in this movie, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12 things, and there was probably more. And I'm gonna do this as spoiler free as I can. I also want to know I did enjoy this movie. Um, it's not necessarily as good as It's a Wonderful Knife or Thanksgiving, but um, if you don't mind like watching a movie that's I don't want to say ripping off, but heavily familiar in its style and tone than this one. So the cliche teen slasher stuff that is in this heavily is there's a lot of suspects. Like everybody's a suspect. Who's the murderer? Everybody could be. There are the teen pranks against each other after there's been some tension built because of murders. Then there's always like those high school boys that somehow also have a mask similar to the killers, and then prank people in the hallways in the high school, and then get in trouble by the teacher. And now they have detention on a Saturday, like the movie Breakfast Club. Uh, so there's like so I have town secret, like there's like this town secret, there's lore, there's background in the town, and by that I mean like there's powerful people pulling strings behind the scenes kind of a thing. uh I wrote annoying teen bullies, which is kind of also kind of in line with the pranks part of it. We get a bloody kill during sex, like that's kind of tropey and cliche, but I do enjoy that. There was not nudity, by the way. Slasher chase scenes. So there's always at least one um, potential victim. Maybe it's the final girl that has like a more extended chase than most of the other kills. And this one happens in a high school. Go figure. Then there's also a slow motion music montage where we're um, watching the overhead view of a crime scene, police arriving just too late, or whatever. There's that slow motion music montage, um, which sometimes includes, especially at the end of a film, a shot of an ambulance with the back doors open and a final person, boy, girl, student, victim, whatever, sitting on the tailgate of the ambulance, um, maybe being attended to by a paramedic that's not looking very convincingly, dabbing some ointment on a cut. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like there's always like this scene where the the victim, potential victim, isn't in the actual um, ambulance. They're sitting on the tailgate part that you would walk up, anyways. There's a couple of scenes with manic, grieving parents. Someone's child has died, and what are you doing about this? You're not doing it. You should be out there right now looking for the killer. Um, Seemingly inept police. And at one point, the seemingly inept police officer uh, does a Columbo impersonation, and not everybody's going to pick that up because this target audience is probably not uh, exposed to Columbo. But it's the hey, just one more thing. I just got one more question. Do you have a minute? Um, there was a few times where the music was very loud and ominous during chases or right at the kills, and that was meant to enhance the jump. Let's see. The look itself, the costume was a robe, black robe with a mask, and those black tactical boots, those kind of like, and then you have a lot of red herrings, which was my next tropey note, because once you see that the killer is wearing those black tactical boots, obviously now we show a bunch of people, including like police officers or high school janitors or whatever, having similar pairs of black tactical type boots. So again, back to my first tropey cliche thing, lots of suspects. Anybody could be the suspects. And then we get the tropey reveal of who the killers are, and we get the exposition as to why, and the final girl with the I don't understand kind of reveal. Like there's the twist, and then there's the I don't understand, and then the killer has to explain the why they don't understand and why they do what they do. And this one has an interesting take in that it plays on actual historical law pertaining to elections. So it kind of leans into I'm sure they used a little license with this for the sake of the story. And the ending is one of those surprise, but it's not a surprise. Like, you might not necessarily see it coming, but once it is revealed, you're like, oh, okay, that's not a surprise. I get that. I see what they did. And then you get the exposition and then explanation into like legal stuff, which is a little different than these other films. And obviously it could lead to more Founders Day movies because of the ending. And I'll just leave it at that. They do a really interesting also ending where there's political speeches going on at the same time, and from two different characters. And it was really smart the way they did it. I did enjoy that. I thought, okay, that's clever. I like what they're doing there. But the two ending speeches were pretty good way to end the thing. So let me know if you check out Founders Day. I can't remember where I watched it again, anyways. But yeah, check it out. It's something that's relevant as an election year, so you can get your election horror film check mark on your bingo card for 2024. That's going to do it. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Row 18, plot 20.